Welcome everyone to CC's Kitchen. I am Charlene L. Cornwell as your chef today in CC's Kitchen, where we are always doing something a little healthy. Okay. Oh, those curls are popping. It caught my attention there. But anyway, um, we're cooking asparagus today. Okay, that's what we're going to cook today. So come on in. We're going to get started. I've already sort of prepped my asparagus. So what I've done, I, of course, broke the ends off, right? Yes, that's what we do. We break off the ends at the end of the asparagus, break off that little hard part there. I've already basted them with my olive oil. I use about a tablespoon of olive oil, and I just kind of rub them together so to get them coated really well. And then what I've seasoned them with, not salt, okay? Didn't do it, nope, sure didn't. Did not use salt, but I did use Miss Dash garlic and herb seasoning, and as well as Mrs. Dash original seasoning. And I think I told you all on one of my shows what Dash stands for. Dash is DASH, dietary approach for stopping hypertension. So if you have high blood pressure and you're trying to bring it under control, put away the salt and processed foods. Yes, I said it, processed foods, canned goods and all that great stuff, yes. And start using the Dash seasoning, okay? That's just a little tidbit. So what we're going to do with our asparagus, I've added the seasoning already with the exception of my black pepper. So you just want to add a little black pepper to it, okay? And so once we have that going on, we're going to put that in the oven and we're going to set our timer for 10 minutes. We're only going to cook the asparagus about 15 to 18 minutes, especially depending on how thick they are. And mine are pretty thick. Let me put my gloves on. Mine are pretty thick, so I'm definitely going to make sure, see, they're not, some asparagus you buy, they're skinny. So these are pretty thick, okay? Nice little size there. So they're going to go in the oven. And my oven is almost ready. It's at 375. So we're going to go ahead on and stick it in the oven so we can get started with that. And so while the asparagus is cooking, we're going to put 10 minutes on the timer. Okay? And then I always like to set my timer with Google also. So Google, hey Google, give me 10 minutes on the timer.
10 minutes, and we're starting now.
Thank you. So the next thing we're going to do while the asparagus is cooking, and for those 10 minutes, we're going to make a cream sauce to go with our asparagus. Yes, we're going to make a sauce to go with the asparagus, and what we're going to, and most people when they use cream, they use half and half and heavy cream. Fattening, cholesterol, calories. So I don't use half and half and heavy cream unless I'm sometimes want to stay away to some kind of dessert. But for the most part, what I use for my heavy cream that I've learned to love, and let me just bring you closer to it so you can see it, but it is the almond milk creamer. So this is made with, it's dairy-free almond milk creamer, so I buy this all the time. It's only 15 calories per 1 tablespoon, right? So you can calculate that, but it only has like 2 grams of sugar and a half a gram of fat. So that's a more healthier choice. Remember, this is CC's Kitchen, where we're always doing something a little healthy. So I have my pan here heating up, waiting. Yes. So what we're going to do, that creamer that I just showed you, this almond milk, I'm going to use a half a cup of this in our pan, okay? So it should be a little ready because the pan is warm. And And then what we're gonna add to that same seasoning that we put on the asparagus, the Miss Dash, we're gonna add about a half a teaspoon. So it's about a half a teaspoon or less, not much, in here. And I'm also gonna add black pepper to that. Okay? Yes, we did. Let me get us a nice little spoon for stirring. Just to stir that in. And I'm doing this, I'm gonna simmer this on low heat for right now. Just to simmer it on low. So when the asparagus is ready in about 10 minutes, so that lets me know my oven is on 400, has met the temperature. I have some spinach. This is about probably a cup of spinach. So we're going to add spinach to it. We're going to add our spinach. And this will probably be ready before the asparagus come out, but it's okay. It is perfectly okay. This is a nice little quick dish. Use a half a cup, but I think I might want to put about 1/4 because my spinach might absorb all. But normally a half a cup does it for me for this dish. Let's just keep it there because we know what happens to spinach when you start to cook it, right? Look like you have a whole bunch of spinach and then you throw it in a pan and you have kind of like, you know, our gross pay compared to our net pay. You get the drift. Yes. So you can compare that to spinach. So this is going to be a great, it's going to add so much flavor. You would not believe it. So we got the spinach and the other ingredient that we're going to add to the spinach. I've chopped up 1 tomato. Okay. So we have 1 fresh tomato that we chopped up. So we're going to add that to that as well. Just going to rake that right on in there. Okay. This is a great sauce. Ooh, I love it. My daddy used to love it. He would save it for the next day. Mama would cook him breakfast, grits, and then he would add it to his grits the next morning. Especially if I had the salmon with it. So now, what we're going to add to this, I have 1/4 of a cup or a little less of mozzarella cheese here. So we're just going to add the cheese to it. That's 1/4 cup of cheese, mozzarella. And the cheese, what the cheese does is it thickens it up a little bit. Okay? And that's why we're cooking it on low. You don't want to cook it too fast because you want everything to simmer. So you just want to cook that on low and get it stirring really great. I wish you can smell the aroma in this kitchen. This smells so good, guys. It really does. Yes, it does. And I hope, how we doing? You know, I'm always encouraging you to drink your water, okay? 60% of our body is made of water, so our body needs water. Sometimes a lot of the aches and pains that we feel is a lack of water. We drink water and we hydrate, we won't have some of those issues. So I've added the mozzarella cheese, and then I also have 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. Shredded Parmesan, just a little bit, so we're not loading all of that up. Yeah, so we're trying to do, I've been keeping it healthy. I think I've told you, you probably saw earlier on my page that I'm down 14 pounds. I'm wearing clothes that, you know, I had got a little out there, you know, and you got to wheel that thing back in and say, whoa, hold up, girl. Wait a minute now. So, and I had to do that. So I had to get back to what I was doing. And that was eating healthy at all times, not sacrificing meals, not eating healthy, not drinking my water, not working out. So you know the old song, we got to get back to doing what we used to do that got us where we was. Yeah, it still works. Yes, it does. So we're going to let that simmer. Now, let me show you how it's looking here. You might need to see that. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? Let me kind of bend you down a little bit. See that? So we're going to take that and we're going to pour that over our asparagus. And we got, I think, 3 more minutes on the timer for that. So while that is simmering, we got that there, okay? It was about to take me a sip of water, but I won't do that, okay? I also have, a cup of breadcrumbs. Some people, if you want to use the Italian breadcrumbs, that's your choice. But I like to do my own breadcrumbs. So what I like to do, I like to use the 100% whole wheat bread, and I like to toast it. And oh my God, if you do it that way, you probably will never buy Italian breadcrumbs anymore. Okay, so I do my own breadcrumbs, and this is 3 slices of 100% whole wheat bread that I've toasted, and then I use the grater to grate it. So that's what we have there. So let me tell you what we're going to do with that. Now I'm going to add to this about a little bit of garlic powder. So we're going to add a little bit of garlic powder, about 1/4 of a teaspoon. And we're all, if you want, okay, so we're going to add some Italian season. There is your Italian breadcrumbs right there. You're making it yourself. How about that? So we're going to add a little Italian. That's about 1/4 of a teaspoon as well. And then we're going to add, I have 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Okay, so I'm going to take 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter that I've already melted. That's 1, 2, and you guessed it, 3. Yes. And we're going to stir that together and get it nice and coated with that butter. So get all your breadcrumbs nice and coated with that margarine. So when those asparagus come out of the oven, our toppings will be ready. So that is good. So what we're going to do, the other ingredient that we're going to add to our breadcrumbs is the grated Parmesan cheese. Okay, that's our asparagus. They're ready to come out. That's their 10 minutes. So let's get that one started. Okay, so I'm going. Okay, Google, stop. So now that all of that is ready, I'm going to grab me some mittens here. And let's look at the asparagus and see how that's looking, okay? Okay, yes. Because we don't want to overcook them, okay? So there we are. We don't want to overcook. So what we'll do, I think I'm going to use a dipper when I do this so that instead of pouring it, just in case all of it does not need to go. And see, so that sauce, see there? See how it has thickened? Look at that. Ooh, woo, doesn't that look good? Cheese has melted. Ooh, yes, Lord. And you know, you can use this for a dip also. With some shrimp. I've done that too. I've done that too. So I'm going to take this and just pour this over this asparagus like this. Spread it over there. Oh my God. Ooh, yes. Yes. Oh my God. I want to save a little bit. I want to save some. I'm going to pour a little bit of the juice over it. And then we're going to take our spoon here. We're going to, our breadcrumbs that we got. So we're going to take the breadcrumbs and we're going to sprinkle that over our topping to make a nice little crust, a crispy. So this is going to give you like a crispy crust. It's going to come out nice and crispy, toasted. You're going to love it. You got to try it. You're going to love it. CC's specialty. Now what we have, let's see. Nope, still hot. Okay. Don't want to burn my hands. So, if I can show you how it looks now. See how it looks? Doesn't that look delicious? So we're going to put it in there and cook it for about 10 more minutes. And we'll check it before 10 minutes, I think. But I think 10 more minutes might do this. So back in the oven it goes for 10 more minutes with the top. So we're going to add 10 more minutes on the timer. Hey Google, give me 10 minutes on the timer.
10 minutes. Starting now.
Okay. So that's good. Yeah, let me. Y'all know what I want to do, right? I do. Ooh-wee. Watch I get me some Ritz crackers. Watch I get me some Ritz crackers. Cause I told you you could use this for a dip, right? That's why I saved some, because I was being, naughty. And I'm going to be naughty. And wasting it on the stove too. And I hope, now let me tell you, if you concentrating on your health, okay, let me tell you, the first thing you need to do is eat. I hate when people tell me, oh, I'm trying to lose weight, but I don't even eat that much. That's the problem. You have to eat in order to lose weight. You cannot starve yourself thinking that if I don't eat, I'm going to lose weight. Technically, you might gain weight because you know what happens when we don't eat? Our body like, oh my God, she's starving me. He's starving me. And I'm not going to get anything to eat. So when you do grab stuff to eat, when you do eat, okay, guess what? Instead of your body using the food, the nutrients that you just fed it, instead of it using it for energy, guess what it does? It stores it for fat. Because it says, you know what, I got to hold on to this because I don't know when the next time he or she going to give me something to eat. So, I'm going to store this. I'm keeping it. I'm not burning it for energy. I'm going to use it for fat. And that fat gets stored in our body. Yes. And that is not what we want. We want our body to use the food that we give it as energy. So when your body has to process your food and use it for energy, guess what it has to do? It has to burn fat to do that. So eat. I eat every 3 hours. I eat every 3 hours. I am giving my body something. And that builds your metabolism and that puts your body in fat burning mode. And that's where we want that baby all day long. So we can be burning fat even in our sleep. Yes, sir. Doesn't that sound nice? That I could go to sleep and work off some weight? Oh, I'm about to do this. Yes. So join me on this health journey. That's what CC's Kitchen is all about. We're trying to show you how you can eat healthy and yet eat good. And your food can look good, look delicious, and guess what? It's going to taste super delicious as well. If you don't believe me, check out our YouTube channel. Go on there and start cooking some of those recipes from CC's Kitchen. And watch, if you take CC's Kitchen advice and if you cook some of those recipes, I guarantee you're going to start seeing a difference in your health. Okay? So that's what the tips are all about, is trying to help you and me stay healthy, because our body depends on it. You know, I got some grandkids I want to enjoy. Father, bless this little dip that I'm about to receive in Jesus' name. I got some whole wheat, whole wheat Ritz crackers. Look at that cheese. Ooh, it just broke. Ooh, y'all. Ooh, yes, sir. Imagine had we put some shrimp in this. Oh my God. And I've done that before. And it tastes so good. So and that's what I'm doing now, because I'm using it for a dip. Yes. So if you have questions and you want to, you want to rap, send me an inbox me. And let's talk about your health and how to get you there. Okay? Let's talk about it. We can coach you. That's what a fitness coach does. They coach you in reference to your health. There's nothing magic in my box. Okay? But I tell you, with the tools that we're working with, it will help you. This is good, y'all. And you see my water? This is my fourth. This is my fourth bottle today. And I have my lemons, I have lime, and I have cucumbers. Cucumbers really help you burn tummy fat. So if you're looking to burn fat, the only thing I'm missing that I normally have in here is a mint leaf. So I don't have my mint leaves in here. But I make my water overnight in a pitcher, store it in the refrigerator. So it's ready for me in the mornings, and I can pour it in a teacup, get me some green tea, add me some turmeric to it, and some cinnamon. Woo, and it be popping. So I like drinking infused, and this is called infused water. I've been drinking water like this for the past, I think, 10 years, about 2010 when I started it. And I have not looked back yet. It keeps me from drinking sugary drinks, because you don't want to drink your calories, okay? Don't just add calories because you're drinking sodas. You know, if you look at a soda, it's almost 48 grams of sugar. Check it out the next time you grab that Mountain Dew. Check it out the next time you grab that Pepsi or that Coke or that Sprite. It's loaded with sugar. And if you're not working out and you're loading your body with sugar, sugar turns into fat if you don't burn it. So that's why if I decide that I'm going to eat something sweet, you best believe I got a plan to work it off. It's not going to stay. We're going to burn that baby. What's that thing when we was coming along? Burn, baby, burn? Yeah, we're going to burn that. Absolutely. So we have about 3 more minutes on the timer. And we're going to bring that out. Let's check it. Ooh, that is ready. So that's 17 minutes that we cooked that asparagus. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That is definitely ready. Oh, my goodness, guys. I want to show you how toasty it looks. Are you ready for this? It looks so good and smells so good. Ooh, look good there. Doesn't that look good? See that toasty? And it's crunchy too. Oh yes, it's crunchy. So that is our asparagus. That's our toasted, crunchy cream sauce asparagus. I guess that's what we want to call it. It's, you know, it's mine. I can call it what I want to call it, right? I made it. Hey, that's what happens when you in Cece's kitchen. I'm boss. I hadn't turned that over to anybody. Yeah. Yes, sir, buddy. Oh, can't you tell I have fun in the kitchen? Ouch. This thing hot. Ooh-wee, I might can't do no taste test, guys, because this stuff is hot popping. Yes. I'm going to tease you with it. Yes. Woo. They used to say, if you don't know, you better ask somebody. Okay, we're going to stop playing. Here we go. Look at that. Blessed Father, in the name of Jesus. Y'all see it's hot, right? So this taste test just might not go that well. Ooh. Let's see. Ooh. Ooh. That is just right. Those 17 minutes is not too, they're still crunchy. Because you know when you cook asparagus, sometimes you can overcook them and they'll be mushy. I don't like mushy vegetables, okay? I like mine to still have that little crunch to it. And this does. So those 17 minutes work great. Now if your asparagus is skinny, you might have to cook it a little less. Well, it is good. Okay, Google, stop. It is good. And it tastes delicious. Well seasoned. And you won't even miss the salt. I promise you, you won't miss the salt. Try it with no salt. Just try it. And then I'm going to tell you, like I tell my grandson, at least try it first. And then send me a message and tell me how you enjoy it. And then if you want to add a little salt the next time, just a little bit, okay? Just a little bit. All right? Not much. Just a little bit. Okay. Thank you. Be blessed. And be encouraged. And as always, if no one else tells you that you are doing a great job, guess what? Pat your own self on the back and say, good job, girl. You know what? We did good today. And guess what? We're doing better tomorrow. Be encouraged and be blessed.